Hi, I'm Christie Higgins-Gardner. Allow me to introduce my poster today for the study I completed for my dissertation, in which Dr. Gwen Marchand was my committee chair. To save time today, I'll use the term SNS when referring to social networking sites. In an increasingly digital world, SNS are of growing popularity, especially of the adolescent and college age demographic. Knowing these are developmental phases linked to identity exploration, what does SNS use mean for the undergraduate student? We have many different identities and social needs related. And in the world of SNS, social media displays aspects of our identities in ways we have no control over, which undeniably affects us at some level. But there is opportunity for some degree of control. That is, if we choose to participate in SNS. Our personal use of SNS provides us the space to express our identities, so we how choose. But as a student and SNS user, what happens when classrooms begin to integrate SNS? This study emanates from that very question, wherein I ask specifically how a student's sense of belonging across physical and digital contexts influence student engagement in an SNS integrated course. Using an embedded mixed methods design, I looked at students who were enrolled in a face-to-face course where instructors were in some way integrating SNS. Findings most generally suggest that instructors need to be very intentional about their use of course SNS, with specific acknowledgement that students use SNS for different reasons, and inclusion of SNS is not enough for student engagement, even for those with a high sense of belonging in SNS. Teacher actions are critical for student engagement regardless of course setup.